Okay. I think this is the first time I've been live in a really long time. I think since I got this new computer, that's definitely for sure. So I had to set things up. I planned to get on a little bit earlier. Sewell asked me, and I told him I probably wasn't going to end up getting on, but I got through recording my video faster than I thought I would. So I figured I'd hop on and play some World Series games because I'm not in make guys mode. This weekend I have no wife. She'll be at work all weekend, so I can make some guys then and hopefully stream it more. Oh, crap. I got to get my battery going here. That's not going to work. Sorry, I decided to hop on when I realized that my controller's about to die. Mike, how's it going, buddy? Oh, Sewell, you did see it. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, nope, that's not charging either. So I'll have to use the white controller. Oh no, this controller's hooked up to my phone. We have a pickle. Can I? Aren't you guys glad you signed on for this? It's been a while, fellas. What can I say? Listen, I'm playing the Sharks. This is the stadium you built for the Sharks. I'm playing them in the World Series. Okay, now can I hook this thing up to the... Why is this such a complicated thing? All right, I guess this will work. Sorry, I killed my battery with my remote or on my controller not playing, recording my latest video. And boy, do we have a surprise for you guys for our closing stadium. I can't wait to get that one edited and shown to you. Probably going to do so over the weekend because I would like to get this one released before Sewell and I do our joint stream Mark. Yes, it is going great so far. So glad you guys hopped on when you did. If you do that, please use my mother's maiden name. Much easier to say. Oh, it's Palmer. IT edition. You should create a team with the roster stadium's creator's real name. You should create a team with a roster of stadium creator's real name. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm not going to make Ricky Davis League guys today. I'm not going to make teams today. I decided I'll play maybe one or two. This is not going well today. Maybe I can sweep them. If I can win this first game, maybe I'll sweep the San Juan Sharks. And that'll be it for the 2024 version of the game. There are so many things you can just do randomly go wrong with your team. Yeah, you're not kidding. Like your controller dying because it's so weird. Like there's only certain situations where I can plug it into either the wall or some other USB port and have the controller charge while I'm playing. And so far, none of these on my desk work. And I didn't want to fart around with it too much while people are waiting. So yeah, I'm going to play some World Series games. I think I'm up 2-0. I'm sure that'll show up in a minute. And then over the weekend, I'll make some guys and see how far we get. I like my version of Jacobs Field much better, just saying. Or Progressive Field, I should say. I swept both games of my two home games. So now we're on to San Juan. Parker Kilcullen getting the hill. DJ Jackson's been tearing it up this postseason. Oh, it doesn't have his postseason stats? Well, that's garbage. 48 home runs, 135 RBIs, hitting 329, and he wasn't even considered for the MVP. Look at this dude. 73 home runs, 217 RBIs, and a 360 average. He's having a crappy postseason. How would you like to hit 50 home runs, 132 RBIs, and hit 327 and still not even close to considered? No, we sim some here and there, Obituary Turtle. We'd be here all freaking year if we didn't. Especially if like one of us has a day off, then we'll have the other sim one of the games so they can just keep playing. So by the time it comes back to me or goes back to him, we can play 2 games. Because usually you play 2 games and then you have to turn it over to the next person. Look at those uniforms. Those are sharp. Those Sharks uniforms, that's what my home uniform used to look like. Except for obviously the Gamblers logo. Because I always like the Seattle Seahawks uniforms with the blue and that green. Get down, ball. Get down, ball. Get down, ball. So I used their color scheme. And then I wanted to go with the Royals. They had this black alternate jersey. So I'm kind of copying that. And it drives me crazy how the blue doesn't match up on the logo that I made as opposed to the numbers and the name on the back of the jerseys. Oh, how'd that feel, buddy? I should have this on here. So I don't have to turn my head as much, although Steve Stewart's looking at a changeup. Steve Stewart, I think he has maybe 1 home run in the postseason. 2 home runs in the postseason. Okay. But, yeah, he's not having a great postseason. Marlon Thompson's going to try to swipe that bag. Oh, and Stewart just went down looking, didn't he? Oh, no. Okay, good. Woo! They must have got a favorable call. Every swing with Steve Stewart is a square, by the way. None of this X shit. See ya. Stay fair. Stay fair. There we go. Is there no game sound? How about now? Is that better? I'm just so used to having the sound down because I don't like hearing when we go through stadium props. Is that working now? Steve Stewart just made the game 2-0 with only 1 out in the first. Sherman Mosby, he's fun. Ever since I found this stance for him, it's like a perfect Sherman Mosby. The big leg kick. It's been so long since I played. This is definitely the latest we've gone. I remember in June, there were times I brought my PlayStation to work during testing week and I didn't have to proctor any exams. And I would make Ricky Davis League guys when I got all my work done. And that's probably one of the later times we've ever started, but this year's insane. I have 2 guys made, DJ Jackson and Steve Stewart, so I could test the parks I made. Mark Stevens, my current stadium is going to be too easy for Sewell to pin on me. I'll have to shelve it and start a new one. Okay. Well, here's the thing, Mark. I don't know Sewell's feelings on this, but I didn't want you guys to go too far out of your way to fool me because I wanted to see if I could just guess your style. So I don't know if that's such a horrible thing. Sewell, is that what you're looking for too? Murph did a great job, mixing things up with mine a little bit in my game, my version of the game. I mentioned last night to Sewell, too, at the premiere, maybe down the road we can find some way to have Schmitty host a game for me and Sewell to go head-to-head with it. There you go. Yeah, see, Sewell. So, Mark, just keep making it. I know it's called Fool Sewell, but, I mean, for the most part, we want to see if people can, if we've seen your stadium so much that we know your style. So don't worry about it too much about, trying to trick. Dude, you got to go for that ball, pitcher. Parker. All right, so keep going with it, Obituary Turtle. Keep going, Mark. Absolutely. Now, these guys are all going to be muggles because it's the American League, and unless the computer-generated teams or the computer-controlled teams are making trades with National League teams, there's not going to be any Ricky Davis League guys there because we want to play them more. So, Sewell, I got one from DMB Band. He wants to do one, and Flip of Plan B 211 wants to do one. Do you think you know those two enough? I mean, Flip of Plan B's had one pretty much every video of mine since late November, early December. Maybe one video where we didn't. What do you think? DM Band has been in every video, I think, the last 4 or 5. I could pick his style out, but again, I edited his stadiums down 35,000 times, and man, pitching is not fooling anybody on either side of the field this game. DMB band or DM band. He does all of his cities or all of his stadiums. I think are in Salt Lake City. DM band 1985, I think it is. I'm gonna go for it, and I'm gonna be threw it up the line. And with 2 outs, you got to go for it, right? Should I give you a hint on flip of plan B? I can. I mentioned a hint in the video. I could do flip of plan B pretty easy, I think. There's a couple things I could. I shouldn't give you hints, unless you don't think you're gonna do flip of plan B or 1985. No? Okay. How about flip of plan B? Has he sent you any? You said you have a lot recorded, right? DMB, he does amazing cities. Very Texas Ags arch. Mike right here. Sewell, this is flip of plan B. Michael. Oh, shoot, Michael. I didn't even look at that stadium. I'm such a dick. I was on recording, and I told myself, don't forget to check out his stadium. Damn it. My bad. I have 2 hints I could give you for flip, but it'll give it away. So if you think you could do it, I'll let it go. But we can do it a little bit different. Maybe we can do it with like multiple choice or something. I don't know. Is Parker Kilcullen my 3rd pitcher? I think he is. Man, it's been that long. But see how much darker the numbers and his name is on the back of this jersey compared to the logo on front? It's the same colors from the Blue Jays. I used the Blue Jays blue to make the logo, and I used the Blue Jays blue on the numbers and the names. Yeah, I'm hoping to hear from a Scotty. Wait, Scotty's in. Scotty and Mark are the 2 that you probably know well. There's that wrinkle, Sewell. Did you see it? My cords are coming tomorrow. Yeah, and I had the benefit of that too. I mean, I only got 2 wrong, but I don't think I could have done as well without the process of elimination. So it's only fair that you get that too. Wasn't expecting a lot of viewers. It's late on a Tuesday, right? It is Tuesday? Yeah. I just finished recording the latest video. I have 2 videos or 2 stadiums that weren't uploaded to the vault, and I had a couple that the name didn't match the vault, so it took a while to find. So please, guys, if you're submitting a stadium, make sure, if there's a typo or... Like, for instance, someone said the Big Bad Ballpark when it was actually called the Large Bad Ballpark. Now, that obviously wasn't the same thing, but, I mean, you go to search for Big Bad Ballpark and it's not there. I wish Stewart would have hit his more in that gap. Oh, there he goes, ground into double plays. Yeah, I might tinker around with it tomorrow, get it set up, just to give it a test. But Like I said, I finished the video. It's a little shorter than I thought it was going to be because I couldn't find a couple stadiums. Starting a job on the 25th. I took 2 weeks off in between jobs for some much-needed R&R. Nice, man. I know you did a lot of traveling for your job, right, Mark? Yeah, it's frustrating, Sewell. This guy looks like Keegan-Michael Key. This dude who just grounded out to Ray Cleavers for out number 1 in the bottom of the 3rd. Lawrence Strawberry. We do the old school. We're so set in our ways. We never tried the new pitching. We probably should to give us more of a challenge. I mean, I think you can tell by the stats of our guys that we have it pretty easy in this game. It's hard to find that right blend of too easy and too hard. And I think we'd rather have too easy than too hard. It's no fun when it's just super frustrating. Oh, you pitch? Now, how does the other one work? You have to, like, trace the line with your Joy-Con or something? I've never really tried it. That could be trouble down the line. Yeah, Stewart's home run hit that concourse. I want to hit a splash shot. Probably should have replayed it. I can do that, can't I? Oh, it's going to go in the seats. It's going to hook around the pole. Woo! Very close to that pole. And hook into the seats for a dinger. How many rows back is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish. Well, maybe closer to 10. I want a splash shot. Okay, yeah, maybe Mark and I will try that. We're gonna try to do a Ricky Davis channel. We think it could be fun. I think it could be fun, you know, drawing in some other people to the stadium verse by maybe some guys who are into rosters and having, you know, fictional players to choose from. And then if they see our stadiums used, you know, on that channel, it could, you know, combine the two. They could blend in together. Oh, that's cool. I have a buddy who works in security at the airport. I wish replays didn't have boundaries for the camera. Yeah, I'd like to get in the home run territory with replays. Sherman Mosby takes ball 1, low and in. He's kind of a right-handed DJ Jackson, swing and miss guy, power, but not nearly as powerful. DJ's kind of a faster, big guy. Get down, ball. If you're just joining me, I'm finishing up my World Series from the 2024 version of the game. It's been a busy week. It's been a busy summer, thanks to my mom needing heart surgery. And on top of that, weddings and graduations and work and all kinds of different stuff. So my mom's luckily doing very, very well. She's in rehab now, hoping to go home soon. And then I took on that stadium, which I recorded for the next video. My second stadium already done from the 2025 video, the version of the game. I feel like I just made The Canoes. I can't wait to make the San Diego Canoes, too. That's going to be so fun. I didn't get any Canoe stadiums yet. I thought more people were going to send me some Canoe stadiums, their version. Doesn't have to be a remix of mine. It's just their own, what they figured San Diego Canoe Stadium would be. A long time ago, my fictional team was the Las Vegas Midnight. Ooh, that's interesting. I like Midnight as a name. Well, you know I'm a poker player. I wanted to be the Rounders, but you can't have no audio for your team name. Oh, yep. Oh, shit. He's going to be me. Get back. You can't have no audio when Rounders is an option, so I just went with Gamblers. That's why I picked Gamblers, just because I'm such a big poker player. Sewell, do you play poker, or do you have enough of gambling because of your job? Oh, the Gamblers are busting this game wide open. Scoring. Oh, what the heck? I wanted to score him all the way from first. Yeah, but I don't think it was necessarily for the Canoes. And I want to credit him with the idea to call them the Canoes. But we definitely want to do a live stream when we make teams. I think making teams could be real fun together. The only time I tried it, Ray Ratliff took over my PlayStation and made the Tennessee Dreamers for me. And then another dude, I can't remember his name, he showed a couple stadiums on the channel, and I really liked him. But he gave me the idea for the Washington Admirals. Or was it Admirals? It was something, I think it was, no. Yeah, was it the Admirals? I'll take a look. I'll go through some of these teams. I don't think I played a game here yet because I was looking for the stadium. I couldn't find it with all the trouble with the vault. And I wanted to play in this specific stadium because Sewell made it for the Puerto Rico Sharks. Low Gear Man. That's a cool name too, yeah. I mean, I didn't want to do Aces because I think, isn't there like a WNBA team or something, or some kind of women's league team called the Aces? I thought about being the Jokers at one point, but the Jokers don't really have a place in poker, right? Ah, Mark. I could have made my way out to Syracuse. That could be fun, Sewell. I really like... I mean, you think we beat up guys now. When I do the RDL All-Stars, the best Ricky Davis League guys are obviously in the majors, and then we have 2 tiers of minor leagues. So they don't, when they make their Legends rosters on the other teams, they don't necessarily mess with the minors too much. So the triple and double A teams, especially the double A teams, are terrible. So our Ricky Davis League guys against double A players, we whoop some ass. It's pretty fun. And it's nice to do that because we have, you know, playing in your guys' stadiums. It gives us a good, you know, sample of what it's like to hit certain targets and stuff. Right, Low Gear Man? What? I wonder what his name is. Does he have a... Let's spin one here. Willie to Ray to Buck. They're going to be the colors of the flashy canoe. That blue and the, what is it, like violet? Pizza, pizza. All right, so I think I'll play 2 games. I think it's pretty much set that I'm going to win this one. And then if I lose the 3rd game, I won't play a 4th. I'll do that over the weekend and start making guys. I hope guys show up for that. I mean, if they don't, I get it. It's not extremely fun making guys, but what I'm really hoping for is that other people will say, hey, I got fictional players, here, use this guy, use this guy. So I think it'd be a lot of fun to incorporate more guys. I think Frankie Q gave me a couple. I don't remember what team they ended up on, though. Low Gear Man was the name I used on PokerStars. I think I remember you telling me that. I don't trust online poker. I feel like people are cahooting with each other, to cheat people. I played in an online poker game and took 3rd place during COVID when our regular guys couldn't get together, because of all the restrictions and all that. But that, they could create a private room and, I could Venmo him the money directly and he, sent me my winnings. I don't trust online poker. I hardly trust the casinos because a lot of these guys know each other and they can give each other signals, and there's a lot of that shit happens. Tool, do you know? Playing at casinos, these guys, take advantage of the people who don't play at the casinos very much because they go up there and the fucking dealer sees them and they're like, "Oh, hey Jack, how's it going? I didn't see you here Friday. I thought you were gonna come down." No, I made it for the tournament. It's on the 7th though. So, oh yeah, I remember seeing you there. Like the fucking dealers know all the guys and all the guys know each other. I just feel like they're cahooting. Oh, I bet. Do they cahoot with each other or do they just play legit? I'm hit or miss at the casino. When I was doing comedy, I would play either cash games or tournaments during the day at Niagara Falls at the casinos there. And then I would go to Buffalo and do the shows at night. And I used to do pretty good there. I remember making the final table at one of the tournaments. And then the one that's closest to my house, which is about an hour away, terrible. Absolutely terrible. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Like I went all in with pocket queens. Some dude called me with frickin' pocket 10s and he hit a 10. And, just hitting nut flushes while someone else has a full house. That kind of shit. That's good to know. I don't know, just something always in the back of my mind, especially since I've had so much bad luck at this one casino, the one closest to my house. I did really well. I didn't even play on my last cruise, but the cruise before that, I won $900, took second in a sit and go, and then I only got to play for a couple hours the last night because we couldn't find enough players, and I won an extra 80. So I've done well on my cruises. It's that one fucking casino. And they're not doing tournaments anymore. They haven't done a tournament since before COVID hit. And for whatever reason, they won't bring them back. And you can't get into a cash game there. My wife went and saw some Magic Mike show. Her and her friends from the hospital going to see a bunch of hunks dance around. And she's like, if you drive me, you can play poker. And I'm like, maybe I'll go play some poker. And I signed up and I never got a seat. So you almost have to call in advance to get a seat. Yeah, I love poker. I'm having a rough year this year. We haven't played since June. We took the summer off this year as an experiment, and we've been playing twice a month in February, April, and I think we're doing it again in October to make up for the 2 games we lost in July and August. We usually play the first Friday of every month. And I've been absolutely atrocious this year. I remember the last game not caring anymore, and I just called and said, I hope he's bluffing. If not, oh well, I go home. And he wasn't bluffing, so I'm like, all right, let's go. Start fresh. Oh, Steve Stewart. Is that going to be a different kind of splash shot? Yes, that's true, too. Yeah, low gear, man. That's the other thing is they buy in for this big chunk of change, and they can just kind of boss people around, which is why I like playing tournaments better at the casino, too. I mean, I like tournament-style play either way, because you can bet people out of pots because if they lose their money, they're gone. They're done. I mean, obviously, a lot of tournaments have, the rebuy rounds. Is this going to be, is 300 feet, 380 feet enough for a splash shot? Oh, he hit it too far left. Oh, he got it. Look at that. He barely got it over that wall. That's awesome. First one, he just missed the foul pole. This time, he just gets it into the fountain. Fantastic. That's amazing. I'm so happy now. It just seems like every time I play in a stadium where I can hit a splash shot, I never do. But Steve Stewart goes oppo to hit one in the fountain. Well, the game isn't very interesting, but that was fun, huh? No, it didn't. Sewell, you shush it. It did not bounce off the railing. It missed the railing. It would have went back up in the air if it hit the railing. There's another shot at it. Steve Stewart knew it when he got it. I don't know how I came up with the name Steve Stewart. I know a lot of names, we would pick names out of the phone book and just mix and match names. Oh, I agree, Sewell. I said this is the one. This is one that should have been submitted. This one and the one that you did was really good. And I can't remember your third. What was your third? This stadium was all the rage. It was re-uploaded so many times and so many people tinkered with it. All right, we're taking another look. It did not bounce. It went in. See, right there, it would have bounced up. There's where it first hits and bounces. Even though it shouldn't bounce off water. At no point does it hit that white stone. Going to the instant replay to see if it was a clean splash shot or not. Look at this. Parker Kilcullen is going to cruise. Is Kilcullen my third or fourth? And then who the hell is my fifth? Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt yards, right? That one was good. Oh, dedication stadium. Get it, DJ. See, right here, normally I would fast forward a couple innings if I'm way ahead, but I don't want to fast forward any of the World Series. Thank you, Mark. Definitely was. Wait, you thought it bounced into the water, Low Gear Man, or you thought it first bounced when it hit the water? I don't think I've topped 8 viewers yet. I think people saw 24 the show and they turned it right off. I made a thumbnail for it, though. Adrian Soriano, the newest member of the Gamblers. I like that little kick he does while he's waiting for the pitch. No, Sewell, I think one of your better stadiums is, what was it, Emerald? The one with the retired numbers that you did? That was fantastic. And then the one with the train was also amazing. Dougie! Yeah, man, playing the World Series. I can't get into create mode. I gotta get something going on the TV and have more time because it takes hours. And I do need to go to bed soon. Oh my God, it's 12:13. But I'm almost done for the year. This is my last full week of summer school, and then I have 3 days with students next week, and then for some reason, some weird conference day, which is unheard of to have a day off or a day of work without students in summer school. And we've had 2 this year. We had one before summer school started, and now this one. It's like WTF. Doug, how you doing, buddy? Doug, this guy, man, that stadium you made with the water coming in, ugh, so amazing. This guy has climbed the ranks pretty fast. And then, of course, the Garden. What is happening? What is going on here? I'm sorry, fellas. 7 viewers. What the f... Sorry, I'm restarting my phone. It's going wonky on me. Shut up. Man, I'm having all kinds of problems today. Bino Renaissance is my favorite I've built. I've definitely remixed the stadiums you're playing in now for myself a while back. Yeah, this stadium, like I said earlier, this stadium has been remixed and re-uploaded so many times. There's like 80 pages of it in the vault. The only reason there's 80 pages of any of my stadiums is because I keep tweaking them. There's this one guy, I think in different versions of the game too, keeps uploading United Airlines Park, but like copying everything in right field and moving it to left field. It's weird. When you dip your head like that, looks like the batting circle is a halo. Oh, yeah. I'm a little moved forward because my cord is pretty short and my controller's dying because I just recorded for a couple hours and didn't have the cord connected. That was a fun adventure that everybody saw. Wait a second. Why is Ray Cleaver's batting right-handed against a right-handed pitcher? Bat switch throws right. Right-handed pitcher in the game, but he's batting right-handed. What is happening here? Was he batting left-handed earlier in the game? I'm not even thinking about it. Ray Cleavers finds the hole. Yeah, I'm usually back here a little bit more. But I gotta reach the PlayStation. So digging in, Marlon Tompkins. 4 for 4 with a double and 3 singles. My favorite of yours, Mark, is the one with the water and that bridge. I can't remember it off the top of my head what the name of it was. But it had all the metal underneath the bridge, and I borrowed that idea. Oh, Steve Stewart is a beast this game. He heard me talking shit about him before the game started, and he's like, all right, we'll see. That's like RBI 5 or 6 for him. Woo. Charlie tickled my foot. Do you know which one I'm talking about, Mark? Man, you call this a World Series? We have had trouble. My brother lost the very first World Series that we ever finished in this game. And I think the first one I played, they gave me trouble. I think it went to like 6 games. This guy's got a deceptive windup. It's hard to... Yeah, it's hard to tell when the ball's going to come. Binaural Renaissance, that's the one I'm talking about? Yeah, that one's amazing. There's like a sidewalk that rides along the building. It's kind of jolting out, and there's that awesome bridge. Suppose I should get someone warming up if I'm... in the 8th inning here. Don't think Murray's going to need to jump in. I remember in 16, I won the World Series and didn't need a save, but I still brought Rich Murray in to close it down. Should probably sit all my guys too. Would you do that in a World Series game, or would you just make sure you got the win? I'm in the process now of recording stats. I have all the way back to MLB The Show 16 and data from each version of the game. So I'm in the process now of compiling all that data, because that's one of my biggest regrets, is that we didn't, because we've been playing the show now since like '08 or '09 when I was still in radio. I used to work in the radio in the morning, be done by like 9 o'clock, and then I would go home, take a nap, and go work my evening job later at night. And I remember I used to have Superman. The theme was my alarm to wake me up. So the alarm would go off, I'd feed the cats, and I'd go to my second job. So it got to the point where my cats ran into the room anytime they heard Superman. So if we were ever looking for the cats, if they were ever missing, I would just play that song and they'd all come running in, and I'd give them a treat. It's pretty freaking funny. Stadium Creator was introduced in 21. I was desperate for a PlayStation 5 too. It was like March of 21. I knew this was coming, and I knew PlayStations were like impossible to get. So I was dying for it, and luckily I ended up getting one before the game came out, and I was able to get right on Stadium Creator right away. Yeah, there's actually some things I like better about Stadium Creator back in 21, mainly the vault. You used to be able to like sort when you're looking. You could sort from oldest to newest or newest to oldest. So if you're looking for an older stadium, you could reverse it, and it's easier to get to. And they don't have that anymore, and I would really like them to bring that back. They need to give you the ability to search by username and stadium name to narrow things down. Because there's like 1.5 million FedEx fields, right? So if someone says, oh, I built FedEx Field, but their name doesn't show up, like Dad Bods or Spanky McSlap, you know, that whole mess, it's impossible to find some of these stadiums. Like that J.J. Daggis, he gave me that stadium. I think the Castle. There's like 497 pages of the Castle. And he himself has 400 million pages of stadiums that he has re-uploaded. So no way around it. There's no way of getting a shortcut. I had to shuffle through 1.5 gajillion different pages to finally find his version of the Castle. The vault is just a mess. You got to let people be able to delete their stadiums, because you can in the vault for other stuff. Should we let Paul Parker Kilcullen get the complete game shutout? Why the hell not, huh? Oh. Hey, Pfizer. Seems like it's been a while since we've seen you. Yeah, I was hoping to see a bunch of Fool Sewell submissions, but I haven't. Nothing in Discord either. It's still early, though, too. I'm excellent. I haven't been to a Studio 44 stream in like 2-3 months. Yeah, I was on when they fixed the vault. I wanted to see if they like gave us any props or anything too. I remember that day. I got on before work. But that's the last time I've been live since the first day this game came out. And that seems like I was on like regularly then, because we were doing the contest, and we rebooted the contest, and then the new game came out. So yeah, I just haven't been into this version of the game. My heart sunk when I saw that there was no new props. And it's my fault for timing it so poorly. I should have timed announcing the winner before the new stadium came out, or before the new game came out. Because once I found out that the game had no props, it's like, hey, Sandman Dan won. Way to go, Dan. You know, I took the flavor out of him winning, so I apologize for that, Dan. I don't blame you, Pfizer. I was the same way at first. It was kind of nice to have a break early on because it took a while for me to compile enough stadiums to make it worth making a video. But once it caught up, it's been non-stops ever since. Although I don't know if I want to make an 18 stadium video cleaning out the queue. I got like 18 stadiums left from like 4 or 5 creators. That No Love guy has like 3 left. Spanky McSlappy has like 3 left. Scotty Warren has like 3. Mark, you have a couple. Obituary Turtle. That summer sumo dude has a bunch. Now that's a World Series game, huh? Steve Stewart was 4 for 5 with 2 bombs. Gamblers are looking to sweep. See the difference in the uniform colors? It's terrible. And you can't fix it. Every other thing, mid-franchise mode. It's the middle of the fucking World Series. All right, Pfizer, you tell me. Nope, not the highlight reel. My bad. You tell me, Pfizer. Did this go clean in the fountain, or did it bounce off the white part of the wall? Wouldn't it be nice if MLB had the power to do this with their instant replays? Does it hit the white wall, or does it go right into the water? I mean, from that angle, it's clearly in the water. From that angle, it's clear in the water. Talking about baseball and Schitt's Creek in the other room. It's bouncing off the water. It shouldn't be bouncing off water, but it does. Thank you, Pfizer. Sewell's trying to give me shit. All right, let's see. Steve Stewart, 4 for 5 with 6 ribbies, 2 home runs, a double, a triple away from the cycle. Ray Cleavers. I want to know why Ray Cleavers was hitting right-handed against a right-handed pitcher. Yeah, Mark Stevens. I was about to say, I mean, there's been some pretty amazing golf shots of people skimming the ball off the water. I've done it myself once. I got on top of a ball at this one golf course, and there's this little like pond between the tees and the fairway, and I hit that freaking pond because the tee was elevated a little bit. I hit that pond so hard you would have thought I hit a 250-yard drive right down the middle of the fairway. It was such a terrible shot, and it worked out. Low gear, man. All right, so I'm going to play one more game, see if we can't wrap up this World Series with a sweep. Hopefully Brett Howe. I would have been pretty salty, Sewell. But speaking of island, I noticed that island in this stadium looks fantastic. What did I want to show in here? Oh, yeah. I was going on about how you can't change your uniforms. Look at this. In the middle of the World Series, I can go in and change anything about this dude. Oh, he's not hitting. He's not a good enough bunter. Yep, let's raise him up. Oh, he's pretty slow. Let's speed him up. Oh, terrible arm. Very slow in the outfield. There we go. He's going to steal some bags now. In the middle of the fucking World Series, I can change his fucking attributes, but I can't change the color of his uniform. I can go in here. Takes a while, but I can go in here. Oh, the gambler's home is the Moonshot Casino? I don't want it to be the Moonshot Casino anymore. I'm going to change it. I can change my fucking home stadium in the middle of the World Series. But I can't adjust my uniform. Stand by. I feel like I'm in the middle of it. Tell me it's not asinine, though. Yeah, fuck this. Nope. Futuristic ballpark at the Moonshot Casino from now on. That's my home stadium. But I can't do a goddamn thing about my stadium, my team's uniforms. Everyone's saying, oh, they should give us an alternate jersey. Give us an alternate jersey home and an alternate jersey away. They don't even need to give us an alternate jersey if they give us the option to edit the jersey mid-franchise. We'd have unlimited. It's fun, Obituary Turtle. It can get boring if you're trying to make a whole league, but finding logos in the vault is fun and trying to. I'll take a look at some of my guys in a minute. I want to get the stadium or the World Series over with. But do you see my frustration as a franchise guy? Since 2020, you could rebrand teams, and they haven't done a thing to change it. And even further back, to make your Diamond Dynasty team, you had the logo creator and the uniform maker and all that stuff. It's all been the same since day one. Now, I don't know how far back it goes before 2020, but from my experience in the game, 5 years of no change. All the same fonts, all the same uniform options, all the same templates and little, basic shapes and stuff. Hot take, most city uniforms look like softball league. I agree, Sewell. I really like Toronto's. I really like Cincinnati's. There's just something about some of them that really drives me crazy, like the letters they use to abbreviate. Like Pittsburgh, they just have this giant PGH on the uniform. I think that looks terrible. Toronto's has the best, I think. Toronto's look amazing. Yeah, Doug, are you my guy who's constantly ranting with me? I know one of us, another stadium guy, was complaining about the same things. Maybe it was Braves fan. I think it might have been Braves fan. Like I could say, oh, Ray Cleavers is too old. He's only 21 now. Yeah, but it says he's a switch hitter. Why is he bat right-handed against right-handed? Dude, don't get it. All right, let's see here. 3-2. That was a close game. Kauffman Stadium is always one of my favorites. Even with the renovations, Mark always said he liked it better without, when it was just a bunch of hills out there. I think it looks better with. Another thing that drives me crazy about this game is how some menu items, it's a complete circle. You know, like I could circle back to Alpha Park going all the way to the left. But in other menus, you just go all the way down and then it stops. That makes me fucking insane. Any stadiums in here? This is Pfizer's, right? Or did you did a different version of this? I'm done. This I have a kibosh on this stadium. No more. Do not send me the stadium. Oh, I created the Coliseum. Nope. I'm done. I've shown like 3 or 4 versions of it. That and the Wrigley one, the LA Wrigley. Be gone. This was, I think, Murph's last of 24. Amazing. This was Texas Eggs, one of my favorites of Texas Eggs, if not my favorite. This was, I think, my last thumbnail of 24, this stadium. This was PFK Nunn. This is Jace when he had to change over to his other stadium because his other stadium was from an earlier version of the game. He went with this one. Who was this one? I don't remember. It looks, first glance makes me think Texas Eggs. Here's Bless This Mess. That was fun. Trying to hit that Hit It Here Cafe sign, and it's just such a good idea. And there's North Pole Park. You guys remember these stadiums? Fantastic. I think this was a Schmitty. This was a Schmitty, I think. The Boat Dome. Later, Pfizer. Here you go, Sewell. There it is. Yeah, those retired numbers look great up there. I really like the one you did. I think it was Detroit or Michigan, right? You made for the Michigan Wolves. That one was really good. I love that higher luxury seating up there, too, with the awning coming down. That looks great. Dockside Park, Eesh. I don't remember who this was. Young Gun, Scotty Warren. Jude Cardinal? No. Oi, I don't know who did this one either. This one might have been Fury Sniper. Or Sniper Fury. Because I think he's a Michigan guy. The ballpark at Kroger Field. Ugh, no idea who did that one. There's a stadium I'm playing in. There's Carmen Dad's finalist stadium. Who did this one? I like it. Here's Canoe's Field. I started making it because I was going to do a live extravaganza, but I couldn't get online. So I decided to make a stadium, start the Canoes one. Here's Murph's Black Tower Stadium. So fun to play in. Hitting balls into those right field seats and up on the scoreboard. Very fun. And there's this hot pile of shit. I always thought the Stadium Center party deck looked really good, though. Which one's better, the regular or the futuristic? There's things I like better about both. The Moonshot Casino. Here's Sluggish Moth. Fantastic. This is, I still think, my favorite Schmitty Stadium. This is Ranger Man, or Zach. This is Arch. This is our winner, our Stadium of the Year, 2024. This was, his name is Ryan. I can't remember his gamer tag. It's not RC4, right? This was my Stadium of the Year contestant. I don't remember who did this one either. I showed 21 of yours. Oh, no, 24 of your stadiums on my channel, Sewell. This is Bo Tigers, his finalist in the contest. That tiny little fountain out there next to the batter's eye is fantastic, and everything in right field is amazing, too. Putting the retired numbers up on top of the MLB signs on top of those clubhouses, phenomenal. Yeah, there's a Coliseum. Done with Coliseums. No more Coliseums. Don't send them to me. I mean, I could appreciate all the work that you guys do for them, but... All right, where's that stadium? Let's go. Let's win this thing. I've made over 60. I think I've made over 60 versions of the ballpark at the Moonshot Casino. Pfizer says you can only do that during the off season. I'm guessing he's talking about the the uniforms. That's not true. You can only do it when you start a new franchise. You can't mess with the uniforms anymore. And I have a lot of them that were so shitty this year because I was so late that I didn't want to go through and test every uniform because often they don't look as good in the game as they do when you're making them. So you have to tweak things here and there. But in order to tweak, you have to make a freaking franchise and start from scratch. Night, Low Gear, man. It's so annoying. What do you think? Do I start Troy Stockton or do I give the ball to the ace and shut it down and sweep? I feel pretty confident that he will end this series. The bullpen's fully rested. You can do it in the off season. You can mess with your uniform. I guess I haven't made it to an off season, or we always just start over or whatever. Because we sim, but not a lot. Okay, now he's batting left-handed, so that's good. Sharks looking to avoid the sweep. Get past him. Get past him. Is everybody like me? Don't look at enough pitches. Just tend to swing at everything. Especially when I'm talking, you know, when I'm streaming with you guys. Oh, did he check it? Yep, called it a ball. 1-2-3 inning here in the first. I figured if I, for whatever reason, I don't win this game, then my second pitcher will probably be rested. Brett Howe. If there's any bases loaded guys watching, this guy is from New York on the bases loaded league. We borrowed quite a few players from that league. Paste, Fendi, Oko, Ames, Perez, Howe, Carter, Fiore. Oh, this guy's a switch hitter. I remember him hitting right-handed in the last game. But yeah, lots of guys from bases loaded. Paste, obviously. Paste is the guy who hit 60 home runs. Hits the home run off Carr in the scene if you don't activate the menu right away. Running fastball in on the hand, strike 3. One more time, then we'll do a slider down and away. There it goes. Oh, shit, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I should probably fast forward if I get a big lead. Tomorrow's recycle day at work, though, so that'll keep me up. I work in the school to work program, and on Wednesdays, I grab a couple students and we do recycling throughout the whole building. Empty the bins, take them out, sort them. And I always help, you know, kind of lead by example kind of thing. Show the kids, hey, I'm not asking you anything I wouldn't do myself. Oh, Bucky gets one past him. I think it's just you and me, Sewell. Or is Doug still here? It was depressing. I was so let down when I saw that there was nothing new. I mean, I half expected it because, you know, normally there's a little bit of something about Stadium Creator. Uh-oh. Did he get enough of that one? Nope. Yay. What's the casino that's by you? Del Lago. It's not even... Oh, DJ. Is he going to find that fountain? Woo-hoo-hoo. DJ, he's my MVP of the postseason. He's been tearing it up. 395 feet, 106 exit velocity. I think we need to take another look at that one. Whoops, nope, that's not what I want. Bye-bye, baseball. No doubt in that one, Sewell. Did that one hit the white wall, too? It even kind of splashed. It even kind of disappeared. Look at that. Oh, no, it bounced first, then kind of disappeared. That's cool. DJ Jackson finds the fountain for a 2-run shot. So you just make stadiums, Mark? When did you find Stadium Creator? I'm not very good at video games either. If I ever start streaming anything, which I plan on doing Switch 2 games, I think it might be fun to have my wife and I stream when we play Zelda together. We have so much fun. Of course, we need a new Zelda game to play. We just beat Tears of the Kingdom together. But if I ever start like doing like Grand Theft Auto 5 and stuff like that, or Grand Theft Auto 6, I will be the world's worst online streamer at video games. I'm not that great at video games. I'm pretty good with my old school games, but they're all easy, and I've played them for 40 years, so. Like, I'm watching people play Kid Icarus online, and I'm like, man, they suck. Games from, like, 1987. It would be cool, Sewell. Yeah. That's been an ask from day one. My very first wish list video from the 23. I think I made it in the 23 version of the game. If you're going to make these picnic tables in restaurants and roller coasters and miniature golf courses, you need to show people interacting with them. Because when they're just blank out there during a game, it just looks terrible. And having the standing room only folks does help quite a bit. But wouldn't it be nice if just they were there and you wouldn't have to worry about it? Oh, okay. What version of the game, Mark? I think you might have told me in an email, but I forgot. Yeah, it takes a while, especially adjusting the home run fence. But once you get the hang of it, it's pretty good. And one thing I got to give SDS credit for is this tool is way better than the version that was given to us in the very start. That first version in 21, so many weird things about that. Although, like I said, I did like its vault better. Oh, okay. Can't believe I left those 2 yawns in the video last night. That's a big problem with the props. None are interactive. Yeah, I agree. It's terrible. I mean, I guess I get the roller coaster because it's so far away. You couldn't get it close to the stadium anyway. But yep, maybe we have to wait for a new gen console, and it shouldn't be too far away, right? If we have a Switch 2, if I'm not mistaken, PlayStation 5 came what 3? Oh, I guess it's like 3 years, right? November 2020 or was it 2019? Get through that hole. DJ Jackson with another hit. Just Nintendo always seems like it's a step behind as far as power wise, and I get why the Switch is, because they want to make it portable too. And PlayStation tried to do it with that PlayStation Portal thing, but that's just a hunk of trash. Everything's so delayed. I thought it'd be great, get a PlayStation Portal, and I can go in the living room and watch TV with my wife and make stadiums and all that stuff. But it's undoable. So I sold that fucking thing. That would be cool, yeah. Especially now that I have a gaming computer. Probably be easier to build too if you're using a mouse, to click and drag things. Bucky Crozier is no easy out. Bucky hit that big home run in that game that I streamed with at Pfizer's Park there. That was a fun game. Nope, he's going to ground out the first. Going to the bottom of the third with a 3-0 lead for the Gamblers. Frank Crawford. I'm also not a fan. I think a lot of YouTubers and, the big time the show players, they use the strike zone view when they're hitting. As someone who creates their own guys and uses, their franchise like that, I want to be able to see the guy hit. Woo. Don't squeeze me, Blue. Come on. We want to sweep here. We don't want to come back tomorrow. Probably shouldn't open with a splitter, but... 21-16 All-Star. So this is like almost 100 years in the future this year. I think Aaron Boone is still managing the Yankees. You can't get fictional managers, even when you sim that far, at least last I knew. But we shouldn't have had to sim it, Because if they sim the rosters, they pull the players from the roster, and then I download from there. Someone told me at the stream yesterday that they saved the roster. Thank you. I do have a fictional one, but I'm open to looking more to plug my Ricky Davis League guys in. And again, if we go live this weekend, I would very much like you to bring, just tell me your guys, and I'll download them and I'll plug them right in the league. I know Mark's on board with that. We might start early and not make the teams just play, and maybe we'll fast forward through this league a little bit more so we can get just to have something to play while I'm making all the teams and streaming the process of making all the teams. DJ Jackson. Unbelievable this postseason. I keep hitting the bottom corner of this thing. Swinging at everything. Oh. To me, these are worse. These are worse than striking out. I remember in the baseball league I just got done playing. Was it 2 years ago, I think, was my last game so far. I popped out foul ball on first base. I'm like, that doesn't count, right? I get to keep hitting. Because it was like on the second pitch of the at-bat. When you strike out, at least you get to see 3 pitches. I'm like, what the fuck? Let me see another pitch. Do over. They didn't like that idea too much. They beat our asses, too. It was one of the better teams in the league. I'd love to get one more season in, at least. So fun. I wish I would have found that when I was younger, too. I didn't find it until... What was it? Was it 19? Yeah, I think so. Because I had a second job. I don't even know what the hell to call it. A groundskeeper at this artificial turf field that we have nearby. I mean, pitcher's mound and home plate. That's all that was dirt. And I would have to go in and, dial up the pitcher's mound and dial up, the right-handed batter's box. Let's face it, didn't have to do much with the left. And then I would just sit there, while the game was playing. And I would work out in the shed. We had one of those portable, construction trailers. That was like the office for the stadium. And I would have to turn the lights on if they needed lights and, lock up the gates to the parking lot. And, but for the most part, most of my job was just, sitting in that little construction trailer, either watching their game through the window and the air conditioning or the heat if it was the fall or spring. And it was multi-purpose. They could play football there. They could play soccer. I think soccer and baseball is what I saw there most. I did see one field hockey game played there once. It's like one of the last times I ever worked there. It was a fun, easy, extra money gig. And then one Sunday, these fat old guys show up with wood bats. And I'm like, what the fuck league is this? And the guy I asked one of the managers and, a couple of the players, and they're like, oh, yeah, here's the guy. This is the guy you want to talk to. We're always looking for subs. Give it a shot. So that was in 2019, I think. So I tried to sub in that year, but no one was looking, I guess. And then, obviously, 2020, I don't think they played, or they played a shorter season. And then 2021, I got a call because I put on my little resume thing that I could pitch just because I pitched in high school. And they're always looking for pitchers. And high school, I was not a good pitcher. I could throw strikes. That's about it. I'm with you, Sewell. I loved softball for a while, but that was until I realized that there was an adult men's baseball league. I mean, I've put on quite a bit of weight since I stopped playing softball, so it's you pitched, right, Sewell? Were you a hitter? Hitting was definitely my strong suit. I was a good outfielder, but again, in high school, I always had to play infield because not many guys could do it. Me and my brother and, all of his friends or some of my friends, we'd go up and we'd just hit balls and shag the flies, and I used to love chasing down fly balls. Ugh, it was my favorite thing in the world. So I said to my high school coach, I'm like, dude, let me play some center field. And he goes, sure me. If you go to center field, who's going to play second base? Because he wouldn't even let me play shortstop because I was like one of the two better pitchers on the team. He didn't want me to throw my arm out. But like I said, I wasn't even a good pitcher. Dude's fucking tattooed the ball off me. Oh, bad throw. I didn't pitch. I mean, guys didn't light me up too badly in this adult league. I just walked a lot of guys because it had been so long. I hit a lot of guys, too. My first game ever was a scrimmage, and I plunked a guy right in his fucking head. Luckily, I wasn't throwing too hard that day. Not that I've ever thrown that hard. Oh, so you never hit in high school? Dude, they would love you in this league. They need pitchers badly. Now, wiffle ball, that's a different story. Wiffle ball, I'm a pretty badass pitcher. 3 basic pitches, a running fastball, a slider, and a curveball. Ugh, I used to love those fucking wiffle ball leagues that we did playing at my old house. Ugh. I wish I had more highlights, especially from the Armory League that we did where we played indoors. I would love to find an indoor place to play wiffle ball inside. Oh, your arm shot. The gym teacher who works at my school is a catcher. So I'm trying to tell him to go play. He's pretty young. I think he's still in his 20s. I was like, dude, let me tell you something. Go play in this league. If you don't play baseball anywhere else, you have to play in this league because all the mistakes I've made in my life, everything I've ever done wrong, all the poor decisions, of everything that's happened to me, and I've had a good life. My biggest regret, or my biggest, I don't know if regret is the right word, but the thing that I was, if I could have anything left in this world, I would want to go back and play that fucking league since I was out of high school. So fucking fun. Whoa, nice. 93. The tough thing about it is you only play once a week. So you get 4 at-bats a week. So you have the umpire blow a fucking call on you, one of those at-bats. It sucks. And I've told an umpire that before. I had a fucking check swing in one of the games that we actually won. And he said it was strike 2. And I ended up, I think, getting a base hit anyway. But still, I was mad. So I was playing first, and he was at first base to ump first. And I told him, I said, dude, we get 4 at-bats a week. 4. And I appreciate what you guys do. Not a lot of people want to do this shit because you have to listen to us bitch and moan and groan. But at the same time, you got to listen to it from our side of the thing, If a Major League Baseball player, fucks up, he can get benched or fined or whatever. What the fuck happens when an umpire sucks? Nothing. Look how far fucking Angel Hernandez went. You have to fucking understand. I told him, I said, we get 4 at-bats a week, dude. And when you blow a call, We got to wait a whole another week till we get another fucking shot to hit again. Every once in a while, you have a night game, like a makeup game in a field with lights or whatever. But still, for the most part, 4 at-bats a week. That's it. So it truly is a double-edged sword because I couldn't imagine doing that, going out there, and especially for kids where you got these idiot parents screaming at them and like freaking chasing him down after the game and getting violent with him and shit. Man, fuck that. This is Nelson Miles. That's going to cut and end the 6th. I'll bring in Rich Murray to close it out, even if I don't need a save. Brett Howe was throwing himself a gem. Oh, he's giving up 2 hits. Close the door, right? Any big league team would do this, wouldn't they? They're up 3-0 and their ace is ready to go instead of pitching their 4th. Let me see. Where's... So how is my 1? Higgins is 2. Is Kilcullen 3? Stockton 4? Oh, Jose Abreu. Is he in the minors? Where the fuck is he? Maybe I sent him down because I don't need a 5th starter in the playoffs. And I brought up an extra hitter. Oh no, this Joseph Green dude. He's not one of my guys. He's a minor leaguer.
Here comes a pitch. That's in there. That is strike 2. Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to
sit your bitch ass down. Edgar Ruiz. Yeah, 3 viewers after this game. I'm not going to mess with logos at all. I'll do it this weekend. Now that I've been on, I'm having fun. I think we'll probably get more folks on the weekend. I'll go through some of them then. When this game wraps up, I'm calling it a night, going to bed. I haven't stayed up too late the past couple weeks. I've done pretty good. Yeah, that's how the Yankees won all those World Series, man. Their bullpens were just so stacked. Ease my way back into what? Baseball? Yeah, I want to do it. I got a buddy who I played softball with. He's, I think, still in his 20s. He says he's got a lot of guys who are interested in playing baseball, including pitchers and catchers. And this year, they actually finally, they've been trying to do it for a couple of years now, set up a lower division. Because I don't think many teams were having fun. I mean, baseball is a little bit different. Oh, streaming. Yes, definitely. He's back into streaming, too. In softball, I never understood the fun of these travel teams that come and beat up on us guys who only play once or twice a week. They would come in and they would have to like make errors on purpose so they wouldn't 12-run rule us and like make fun as if like I remember one of our guys hit a home run against him, and I heard one of the guys say, "Wow, he actually got a real hold of that one. I didn't expect, as if to say, I didn't expect these guys to fucking hit it that hard." It's like, you know what? Fuck you, you condescending prick. these fucking assholes, they have nothing better to do. They hate their lives so much that all they do is fucking travel the country, play all these fucking softball tournaments, don't spend a weekend at home with their lives or their wives or their jobs. They just fucking go around and play softball their whole life. And then they think they're all big and bad when they fucking beat these teams 80-0. And they used to piss everyone off in the lower divisions of our league, saying, why are these travel teams playing in the lower division? It's not fucking fun to pay $300 for a softball league and go out there and listen to fucking line drives whiz by your head. We play once or twice a week. These assholes are travel teams. Get them in a different fucking league. I don't think I'm going to be able to monetize this video. Not that anyone's going to see it. Good night, dog. Dropping a lot of F-bombs. But yeah, I will ease back into it more, Sewell. Especially once I start playing games, because I'll do what I did last year, which was, you know, I'll record a video, and then since everything's set up, if I have to play my game anyway, I'll stream it, you know. Even ones you curse with, they make me answer all these questions before I upload a video now. I'm trying to pitch off my streaming screen here. It's not very easy. Go! Brett Howe, shutout through 7. Going to the 8th. Better warm up the big guns here. Steve Stewart looking to give Brett Howe and the 3 pitchers who were up. Oh, nope, he's going to ground out the 3rd. There he goes. Now he looks like his old playoff self. But do you have to answer that? They have this thing. Do you like curse a lot? Do you talk about sex and violence and guns or all this other stuff? I'm like, no. It says, do you say words like shit? You don't get none of that? At this point, I almost wish they would just get me out in 3 pitches and let me finish this game and be done with it. Bucky gets a hold of 1, but not enough. 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Oh, there we go. Well, Brett, you did a good job, but to clinch the World Series, we can't let you go for the complete game shutout. Lefties. More guys are better against the lefties, so we'll bring in Danny. Okay. Now I better get Murray up, though, too. Mark has the better bullpen than me. In this game, our starters are so good, we don't really need a whole lot in our bullpen. Get it, Adrian. Well, I mean, I don't think I care if this video gets monetized or not. I think 8 is the most I saw at one time, and not many people watch it after any live videos, which is why I always re-record stadiums if I showed it in a live stream. Be nice if Rich Murray actually did get a save to end the World Series. Oh, that's going to be trouble. Cut it off, DJ. Nice. Right? Isn't it ridiculous that you can do that? And there was at one point you could do online leagues with fictional players, but once the league started, you couldn't change stuff. And that was frustrating because, you know, I get... Oh, no. We have ourselves a ball game now. Just when you thought Wainwright was going to cruise through the eighth. Gives up a long home run. Blue, stop pinching me, bro. These are hitting the zone. Get it, Marlin. Get it, Marlin. All right, now an insurance run would be pretty nice here. Oh, they bring in the lefty to face DJ. That's probably a good move, the way he's been hitting this series. I don't know if that can stop him, though, right now. DJ is like a left-handed Edwin Encarnacion. Except he doesn't run around with a parrot on his arm. Oh, goes down swinging. Where's Sherman? Oh, Sherman hits before DJ. Damn it. I would love for him to face a lefty right now. Hit a splash shot into left field. Ugh, Nelson Miles ain't gonna hit no splash shot, that's for sure. Donnell Wiggins. I think you missed the DJ Jackson. Did you see the DJ Jackson shot? He hit one clearly into the water. Oh, what am I swinging at? Jesus Christ.
Rich Murray into the game, and he'll feature a hard slider to work off his fastball.
Oh, okay, yeah, the DJ Jackson one almost hit the frickin' waterfall part. All right, Rich, let's do this shit. Slider away, strike three. Oh. Maybe he'll chase a little bit further out of the zone. Yep, one out. That's a strike. Tying runs aboard with one out. And the Gamblers are now one out away from another world championship. And the Sharks are down to their final strike.
Tie them up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in. Steps off and looks to first.
I wanted to switch my pitch.
One strike away.
Woo. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our 2024 World Champions.
Congratulations to the World Series champions.
It's kind of cool that I can watch this now. I have an old recording of
I know the fans back in
the time I beat the Astros on my phone. I recorded it, pointed it at the thing. But now here it is. I can say, hey, Mark, check out who won the World Series. Let's see who they give their awards to.
welcome back on the show
I don't see how they give it to anybody other than DJ Jackson. He was a beast.
to this World Series clinching game.
Come on, Steve. Act like you've been there before, buddy.
And now let's
Marlon Tompkins getting his first ring.
present the Commissioner's Trophy to the World Series champs.
Fuck you, Rob Manfred. You suck. A sweep. I'm not sure I've ever swept before.
Crew, I'm John Shelton.
This version of the game is pretty easy, though.
On MLB The Show.
Hey, it's my third World Series championship, apparently. Oh, yeah, because I'm the Royals. Right? Yeah, I'm the Royals. So they would have won it in 85 and 15. Player of the game, Brett Howe, 7 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts, 1 walk. DJ Jackson with all the ribbies in this one, 2 of the 3. With that 2-run home run. Steve Stewart had the other one. That's good. You think so? I mean, I kind of agree that we need some kind of salary cap. But I think a lot of that falls on the owners, too. You can't tell me these billion-dollar owners, like the guys who own the Indians and the guy who owns the fucking Brewers, you can't tell me that just because they're in a small market, they can't take a little bit more money out of their fucking pockets and pay more players this money. No, they fucking... They fucking take that money and put it in their pockets. They don't put it into the team. It's just like everything else. The only way for these fucking guys who run companies to get richer is to cut costs elsewhere. They're recording record profits every fucking year, but they still just take that money and put it in their pocket instead of giving the people who make them rich the better tools to be successful. I agree, Sewell. I mean, I get, calling it a season and trading some players at the deadline and start like that because you're building up prospects. You're grabbing all these young guys who could build, and become better players, at a cheaper cost down the road. But when some of these guys are available and they won't sign them and they just put out this losing, like the fucking Twins, come on, man. And the Rockies, look at their attendance. I don't understand how they can just keep making money putting out this product on the field. I mean, part of the problem is people still go. Like when the Yankees are sucking ass, the fucking Yankee fans need to stop going to games, stop putting money in their pockets until they realize, hey, we want a better product on the field. My throat's starting to hurt. I only hit 3 home runs in this park. 2 from Stewart, 1 by DJ. Really? Wasn't it the Rockies who had like a really shitty start with their attendance? Rockies and the Twins? Yeah, this stadium's gorgeous, dude. I love it. I kind of want to sim now and see where you can edit your uniforms, like Doug and them said. I don't see where you could even do it. Wait, let me check out my. Let me check out some postseason stats real quick. Oh, the awards. Yeah, okay. Marlon Tompkins won the World Series MVP and the playoff MVP. Ah, these aren't his postseason stats. Steve Stewart had a 73 ERA and 217 strikeouts. That's impressive. Wow, Ricky Davis finished 400 on the nose with 53 home runs, 121 RBIs. It's pretty impressive, I'd say. But this is clearly the playoffs. I mean, Mark lost his series. I like some of these logos. A lot of them were in the vault, and we just changed things. I don't know what Mark did for his Sitka. This Vegas one I found. I this one I found the C and pretty much made everything else. But well, I didn't make the crosshairs, but I added the crosshair and the bullet holes. Excuse me, my goodness. Hollywood. Again, I found the stars and the H in separate spots, put them together. Home runs. Oh, wow. Bucky and DJ both had 6. Stewart still had 4. Bucky and DJ. I don't know what Marlon Tompkins did so special that won him the MVP. Had 5 stolen bases. Brett Howe with 3 wins. Rich Murray only needed to save 3 games. Mason Stankitis. Yeah, the Brooklyn Bomb Squad. It used to be Manhattan was the mainstream New York team, but I found this Brooklyn stuff and I like them better now. So now all the guys around Brooklyn. I like that. I found the bomb, added the bomb, made the Bob Squad. I think it's fun. Yeah, I'll go through some of these. The Wizards. My brother pretty much made the Wizards stuff. I tweaked it a little bit year to year because, he didn't care to do it anymore. All right, so I have all that here now, so I can. Wait, can I save it? Oh, I can still play All-Star games. Oh no, my pitching coach is gone. Who retired? None of our guys, I hope. I didn't realize they had a reason why they retired. Mark had a way better record than me. I think he lost in the DS, the ALDS, because I played another team in the championship series. So he lost to one of the other uh, Wizard teams. Oh, there it is. Rebrand team. So, wow, I did not know that. See, it's kind of cheap, or maybe even tacky is the right word. But I think you should be able to do it mid-season, mid-franchise. See, it looks good, when you're not in the game, but once you get in the game, everything's way darker. So you have to play a game to make sure they look okay. The only thing I can think of, Sewell, is that he was playing while he was distracted. And another thing that frustrates us about this is we can't ever play each other because neither one of us can stand pitching from the hitting view, and none of us can hit from the pitching view. So that's a big problem. We're hoping for some kind of online league soon where we can use custom rosters so we can play against each other from our own house. There was at one point when 3D TVs were all the rage, they had it set up where if you wore the glasses, you would only see yourself pitch and you would only see yourself hit, and vice versa. So you could do it like that. But even then, I don't think it worked that well, or we would have done it more. Ooh, another thing I want to do, I got All-Star Baseball 2003 for the GameCube. I want to fire it up on the Wii and take a look at the fake stadiums that they have, because you can create a franchise and I think pick some logos and uniforms and stuff, and it was the first game I remember being able to go in and edit player stances, and that's where a lot of our guys got how they hit now. See, there's that wrinkle again. So my cords are coming tomorrow. But I did not realize that you could go to the end of the franchise and be able to edit the. That could be. I wonder if it would be faster to sim through a whole season and edit here and then play a spring training game, or if it's faster just to create a new franchise. Probably not. But I guess I can see a little difference in the blue here. There you go. But it's just frustrating so the way we do it right now, since we can't play each other to decide a winner, is if if whoever's home gets to play the game. Or no. Wait, is it the entire series? I can't remember. It must be the whole series. Whoever's home gets to play. And you just have to hope the computer does well against the other person. Because we've tried it before, and it's no fun at all. And we've thought about simming the games before, but something doesn't seem right about that either. Yeah, I guess I can see the difference in the color blue, but when it comes to the logo, it's the same blue. See if I go to the logo. Have you ever made uniforms before, Sewell? It can be fun. Away jersey. See, I pick everything that's blue. I don't think I have any black circles. This, I love the idea of the chip. Someone made the chip, and I put the LV in the middle, and I also changed the clover or the clubs. The clubs were basically a 4-leaf clover, and I didn't like that, so I turned it into more of a club by adding the 3 circles to the stems. All right, so if you do this and then go to green, change color. Those are the 2 colors that I had before. Oh, wow. They need an undo button in the worst way in this, too. I might mix up my logos a little bit, too, just because I'm tired of this. I do. That is the best option so far, but I might change my color scheme. I might go with the blue and violet situation. The away uniforms was what I was obsessed with because I used to love the Kansas City black and royal blue and their alternate jerseys. But just look at how different, I guess, that blue is to the numbers. Makes me nuts. And I had to live with it all season because no matter what I did, I couldn't fix it. Do I get to rebrand anyone else or just me? Looks like just me and Mark. Oh, well, it's 1:30 in the morning. I'm going to call it a night. Sewell, thanks for hanging out with me, Bro. Appreciate it. It's a lot of fun. I'm glad I was able to get myself on. I got up and got on to make the stadiums or make the video a little bit earlier than I originally thought I would end up doing. And so then I finished earlier and I was like, hey, I can probably play my games instead of make guys because I don't think, yeah, like I said, you can't just make one guy and be satisfied. You got to make a shit ton. So I'm going to do that this weekend, hopefully get on a couple times. And all right, for anyone else who maybe watches this later, because there's only 2 watching it right now, thank you so much. Don't forget to fool Sewell, Peebs, or Studio 44PS at Google or at Gmail. Studio 44PS at Gmail to send me a stadium or private message me on Sewell's Discord. My throat is killing. I got to go to bed. Have a good night, guys.